Hey, welcome. It's the second edition of the video blog questions and answers here on Motormouth Canada. And wow, am I ever amazed at the response. I did that first one thinking, I don't know, maybe some people will watch it, they might like it. But, you know, the comments were overwhelmingly positive. People really seem to like it. So I'm going to do these more often and answer your questions. And once again, the way to get hold of me, and I'll tell you why in a second, is through my Twitter account. It's at Driving with Zack. All right. What people seem to like, before I get to all the other questions and answers, they seem to like the stupid questions, so I'll hold those to the end. Got some stupid comments coming up at the end. A lot of people like the fact that I defended Canada and the metric system. I had 2 dislikes on the first video, and I'm almost positive they're from Americans who refuse to adjust to the metric system, which the rest of the world is on the metric system. Time to catch up, people. All right, I want to also let you know what's coming up, what I'm going to be doing over the next little while. Yesterday, picked up the Lincoln MKC. That's the small SUV from Lincoln. I'll be doing a review on that later in the week. Next week, I'm getting the Acura TLX. I got some comments on that. People want to know about the new Acura sedan. Also next week, I'm going to California to test drive the new Nissan Murano in the Napa Valley, getting a chance to drive that before it comes out. Also going to be driving the BMW X4 in the next few weeks, the all-new 2015 Honda CR-V, and I'm going to Texas, Austin, Texas. And that's for the Chrysler 300. I'm going to also try and do these video blogs when I'm on the road to give you a little sense. I'll take my camera and show you kind of what we do on these, and you might find that interesting. All right, Twitter. Now, why am I doing this on Twitter? I'm going to be honest with you. Here we are in this day and age of social media, and everybody goes, social media, everybody's got to be on social media. And you know who's caught this craze? The car manufacturers, and they really are getting caught up on this and who's got more Twitter followers. I mean, I have the biggest automotive channel in Canada. There is one that's bigger, but they don't really focus on Canada. It's all about the United States. It comes from Toronto, but it just happens to be Canadian. I have the most views of anybody doing stuff on YouTube. Now, YouTube's great, and I love all you guys for watching. You certainly need to like the videos and subscribe to the channel, but I also want you to follow me on Twitter. Once again, it's at Driving with Zack, and I'll tell you why. Because these automakers are looking for how influential you are. I don't know what more it takes. I got a national TV show. I have newspaper articles. I have the biggest YouTube channel in the country, and I'm soon to be starting, hopefully, a new radio show and a bunch of other things that I do. But I guess Twitter's it. So follow me at Twitter. The other thing is, like even today, I'm trying to get the questions, and they're all on different pages on YouTube. With Twitter, they're all on one page, and I can go through and choose them. It's way easier for me. And it also shows those people out there who love Twitter that, you know, I'm starting to gain popularity. And I have had a lot of followers since that first video. All right, so that's what's going on. That's why you need to follow me on Twitter and tweet these videos out to all your friends. That's what I really hope, is that we can build this up and get a bigger following. I did a radio show for 6.5 years, and by far and away, doing the questions and answers back and forth with people was the most popular. So I'm trying to get the same thing going, but here on the videos. All right, let's get into the questions. This comes from Pecan. He says, Zack, Porsche 993, 964, or 996, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? I'm driving in the city of Vancouver. Thanks. This is a no-brainer. 996. Don't buy a 996. That was the first water-cooled Porsche. Don't do it. Not reliable, horrible resale value, interior's crap. The other two are the last of the air-cooled Porsche 911s. I own one of these. I own a Porsche 993. I have a C4S. I've had 2 of these cars. I used to have a C2S, which I wish I'd kept. But regardless, that's the one I would choose. I get a Porsche 993. It's the very last of the iconic air-cooled Porsches. These things have gone up immensely. I saw one just today on one of the enthusiast forums. It's a 1998 Porsche 993, the last of the air-cooled C4S, just like my car. Now it has low kilometers on it. It's only got 50-something thousand kilometers on it. 90,000 US. Oh my God, they've gone way up in value. So if you can afford a 993, get one. You will not be disappointed. Next one comes from Western Hemlock. This person here is active on Twitter with me, and that's good to see. Do you have any concerns regarding long-term reliability of these turbocharged engines that we're seeing now in the marketplace? The answer is yes, I'm concerned. Smaller engines, higher outputs, turbocharged, direct injection, all this technology is fantastic if it all works. It's like your computer. I always say to my wife, she goes, the computer's not working. And I say, computers are wonderful when they work. When they don't work, they're aggravating. Nothing worse than mechanical failure. So yes, I'm worried about that. The next one comes from Eliamna, I think. Zach, can you get your hands on a BMW X6? Wonder about the V8 versus the V6. What's your recommendation? Now the thing just came out. It was shown in September at the Paris Auto Show. I was there for that. It's only just becoming available. So yes, I will get the X6, but still to come in the next couple of weeks is the X4, but hang tight for that. Next one comes from Barry Cosgrove, 2015 Golf R. What are the other performance choices in this price bracket? If you want all-wheel drive, you want around 300 horsepower, you're going to get a WRX or you're going to get an STI. Those are the different vehicles. Now, the other one to think about is the Audi S3, which has the exact same engine, drivetrain, but it's an Audi. It's more expensive. The Golf R, I think, is the one to buy. It's going to be around 40 grand, fully kitted out, everything in it. And all you need to do is choose the color and whether you're going to get a manual or the DSG transmission. When you get into the Audi, packages. It starts at 3,000 or 4,000 more, plus all of the options to get it kitted out the same as the Golf R is going to be substantially more. It's a very different car than the WRX. It's much more polished and refined and Audi-esque. The Golf R, I think, is a winner. And you know what? The GTI, the new Golf GTI, that would probably be my choice. This next one is from Bekar Dawood, I think is how you say it. Hey Zach, I'm planning on getting a sports car. I already have a Cayenne GTS. Well, aren't you lucky? And I have 2 kids. Which one would you recommend? A Mustang GT convertible, an F-Type V6 convertible, or an M3 convertible? Okay, you have 2 kids and you want to take them in the car. Well, one of these things just doesn't belong. The F-Type is a 2-seater. You know what? Some people just got to go on the internet and look things up for themselves. Okay, the F-Type is out. The Mustang GT is the value leader of the bunch with 433 horsepower, I think, or 430. It doesn't really matter. It's got lots of power. And then the M4 convertible. Now, if you have the money, buy the M4. If you're on a budget, buy the Mustang GT convertible. But it sounds like you have a Cayenne GTS. Money isn't a problem. This is getting into the stupid category. And that's one of the things I want you guys to think about on Twitter. What's a hashtag I can come up for stupid questions? I was thinking of hashtag frickin' idiot. Might be good. Now, I don't want to throw this guy under the bus because he's been active on my Twitter channel and he's been asking questions, he's retweeted stuff, but it is kind of a dumb question. And his name is Stupid Roy. Almost stupid, not quite, but stupid. Thanks for following, thanks for retweeting, but this is kind of a dumb question. I watch your video all the time, so for that I say thanks. My question is, how can I best equip my front-wheel drive Kia Rio for Canadian winter driving? Really? You want to know how to equip a car in Canada for winter driving? You put frickin' winter tires on it. It's pretty simple. I've done winter tire reviews. I've done 2 for Toyo. They have 2 winter tires that are very good and not that expensive. I've also done some on all-weather tires. But dude, how do you equip a car in Canada for winter driving? You put on the right frickin' tires. All right, the next one is a charming little post put on my Toyota Tundra review. It says, quote, "Another queer. Hey, faggot, admit it. Toyota quality is beyond the rest of the trucks." Nice. That's all I have to say. And this little ditty comes from people going back and forth on my Hyundai Genesis review. And I love this stuff. You just can't make it up. It says, your videos are great, but what I don't understand is why are all the cars use Ontario plates when most of your videos are done in Vancouver, Shaughnessy area? Somebody else pipes in, which I love about YouTube, is that other people pipe in an answer for you. You don't have to get in the middle of it. Zach is from Vancouver, but the Motormouth headquarters is in Ontario, Canada. They have to use Ontario plates. And the guy writes back and says, well, that makes a lot of sense. Love Vancouver in his reviews. Well, I got a newsflash for you. You are looking at the Motormouth headquarters, and they're not in Ontario, Canada. And yes, I am in Vancouver, and we do have cars with Ontario plates, but it's got nothing to do with that. I think some people think I have this huge company You're looking at them. So there you go. The cars come from certain manufacturers with Ontario plates because in British Columbia, you have to have each individual car insured. So if you have 10 cars, the car is insured, 10 of them, not one policy. Outside of British Columbia, you can have one policy for as many cars as you have. Say 20, 30, some of these car companies have hundreds of cars, all under one common insurance policy. So instead of insuring all of these cars individually, which is expensive, they have one policy, so it's easier to courier out the license plate, stick it on the car for a short period of time for us to test drive it, then take it off and then register it to another vehicle. Hey, so there you go. That is the video blog questions and answers number 2. And I thank everybody for your nice comments. Please follow me on Twitter. That's really one of the goals here. Retweet these videos, and thanks a lot. And get your questions in at Driving with Zack, and we'll have lots more videos through the weeks to come. I like doing these. It's like doing my old radio show. So thanks a lot for watching, and make sure you like them and subscribe as well.